What happens when the tribal chief meets his match? This Friday on WWE SmackDown, Roman Reigns is ready to teach Paul Heyman a lesson he won't forget. But wait, he's bringing in a six-site monster to settle the score. Will this powerhouse turn the tide in the ultimate showdown? Don't miss the jaw-dropping action and find out if Paul can handle the heat. Tune in and witness the chaos unfold. Roman Reigns' retribution, the arrival of Hiculio, and the fall of Paul Heyman. The tension between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman has reached a boiling point after Heyman's shocking betrayal on SmackDown, aligning himself with CM Punk for one night at WrestleMania 41. Reigns is no longer willing to tolerate his Wiseman's disloyalty. The tribal chief has always demanded absolute respect, and Heyman's actions have crossed a line that cannot be ignored. Now Reigns is ready to unleash his wrath, and he may have the perfect weapon to do so. The rise of Hiculio, a new enforcer for the Bloodline. Standing at an imposing 6'8", Hiculio is a monstrous force who could be the ultimate enforcer for Roman Reigns. A member of the legendary Anoa'i wrestling dynasty, Hiculio has the size, strength, and pedigree to dominate WWE. His signing last year sparked speculation that he would debut in NXT, but WWE may have held him back for a bigger moment, and that moment could be now. With Solo Sikoa having already defied Reigns by bringing in Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, the tribal chief needs his own reinforcements. Hiculio's arrival would send a clear message: Roman Reigns is still in control. Imagine the scene at WrestleMania 41. Reigns is locked in a brutal triple threat match against CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Heyman, now seemingly aligned with Punk, tries to interfere, only for Hiculio to storm the ring. The giant Samoan could decimate both Punk and Rollins, ensuring Reigns retains his dominance. And then, in a final act of retribution, Reigns could order Hiculio to destroy Heyman, leaving the Wiseman battered and exiled from the Bloodline. This would not only re-establish Reigns as the most feared force in WWE, but also set up Hiculio as his new right-hand man, a silent, destructive force who enforces the tribal chief's will without question. Heyman's ultimate betrayal, aligning with Seth Rollins. However, Paul Heyman is a master manipulator, and his recent appearance on Monday Night Raw suggests he may have another trick up his sleeve. Despite claiming he would never betray Roman Reigns, Heyman's history proves he always has an agenda. Seth Rollins, ever the opportunist, reminded Heyman of a crucial detail: the tribal chief abandoned him. When Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga brutalized Rollins in front of his family last year, Reigns was nowhere to be found. Now, after Rollins laid out CM Punk with a curb stomp, he told Heyman that the Wiseman now owes him a favor. What if that favor is the unthinkable? At WrestleMania 41, Heyman could shock the world by turning on Roman Reigns and CM Punk, siding with Seth Rollins instead. Imagine the moment. Reigns is about to spear Punk for the victory, when suddenly, Heyman pulls the referee out of the ring. Rollins capitalizes, hitting a stomp on Reigns and pinning him for the win. The betrayal would be historic. Heyman, the architect of Reigns' empire, choosing the visionary as his new client would send shockwaves through WWE. It would also elevate Rollins to an even higher level, giving him the ultimate strategist in his quest to reclaim the top spot. The aftermath. A new era of chaos. If Hiculio debuts and destroys Heyman, the Bloodline's civil war escalates. Reigns would solidify his dominance, but at what cost? Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga may see this as another power grab, leading to an all-out war within the faction. On the other hand, if Heyman betrays Reigns for Rollins, WWE enters uncharted territory. The tribal chief, once untouchable, would be left without his Wiseman, vulnerable for the first time in years. Meanwhile, Rollins and Heyman could form a ruthless new alliance, reshaping the landscape of WWE. Conclusion: WrestleMania 41 could change everything. No matter which path WWE chooses, WrestleMania 41 is shaping up to be a watershed moment for Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and the entire company. Will Reigns bring in Hiculio to crush his enemies and reclaim his throne? Or will Heyman's betrayal spark the downfall of the tribal chief, ushering in the era of Seth freaking Rollins? One thing is certain, the Wiseman's loyalty will be tested, and the consequences will be explosive. Stay tuned, because the road to WrestleMania 41 is about to get a whole lot darker.